This time up, we're going to look at the Klingon B'Moth. It's a new K't'inga-class ship from the Collective Blind Boosters. And we'll step right in and take a look. There's our K't'inga-class. Has the exact same maneuver dial as the previous K't'inga that we had. Get a 3 come about in there. Pretty standard Klingon maneuver dial. There we have our K't'inga-class. You can see there, pretty generic maneuver dial, same one that Kronos 1 had, a bunch of the other Klingon ships have as well. And we have our B'Moth, the name version, it's unique. 4 attack, 1 agility, 4 hull, 3 shield. You have 1 tech, 2 weapon, and 1 crew upgrade. A little bit different than the Kronos 1 for 24 points. We have evasive, target lock, cloak, and sensor echo. And our special ability says we can perform a red maneuver even if there's an auxiliary power token beside your ship. Kind of useful. You can pull those 3 come about maneuvers all day long if you really wanted to with this ship. And we have our generic K't'inga class. And you lose 1 shield and 1 of your weapon upgrades. Makes this a little bit different than the generic K't'inga that came with the Kronos 1, which is nice. For 22 points. For Captain, we have Canera. Captain skill is 7, 1 elite upgrade, and 4 points. As an action, you can target a ship in range 1 to 2. The target ship may choose to disable one of its crew upgrades of its choice. If they choose not to disable one, or they don't have any crew upgrades that aren't already disabled, you gain +1 attack die to all your attacks against that ship this round. Kind of a nice ability. Comes with a reminder token. And we have our generic Klingon captain. I can't remember, but I think that's actually Worf's brother. There was another card specifically for him, but I think that's him in the picture. And there's our just generic captain stats. Our elite talent this time around is Kapla. 2 points. During the roll attack dice step of the combat phase, before rolling any of your attack dice, you may discard, select one of your attack dice and set it on the side of your choice. This die cannot be re-rolled in the round which you use this upgrade. Kind of nice, lets you set a die. 2 points, not too bad for a discard on use. I think there's other things that let you set dice. If this was reusable, I think it would be awesome. As it is, maybe if you have 2 extra points and you just need something to spend it on, it may work. I don't see it getting too terribly much use, unfortunately. Our crew upgrade this time around is Kunivas. 2 points. During the modify attack dice step of the combat phase, you can discard, and add an additional 1 hit result. Another 2-point discard. This one, again, not too sure about. Works good in combination with Kapla, but again, there's other ways to get dice the way you want them without discarding. For a weapon upgrade, we've got basic photon torpedoes, 4 points. 5 attack, range 2 to 3, requires the target lock. You don't know if they're just getting lazy with the torpedoes or they forgot on some of these, but there's no special ability on this one, so you're better off taking one of the older photon torpedoes that had the ability to turn battle stations into hits. I think it was. But yeah, these plain vanilla ones, just not seeing the point in them. For a tech upgrade for this pack, we have Tritium Intermix. I'm sure I mispronounced it, but 4 points. It's another discard. This one actually is quite useful though. It's discard this card to flip all of your critical damage cards face down and repair 1 damage to your ship's hull. And you also get a free evasive for this round. I see this getting a lot of use on things like the Negvar, ships with big hulls. I mean, even this one has a 4 hull, so it can save you in the end. Get rid of some of those nasty criticals. Definitely has its uses. Not big on discards, especially a 4-point discard, but for what it does, it's definitely worth it. As with all the other blind booster ships, there's no mission. We do have our 3 shield tokens. We have evasive maneuver and cloak, a disable, your critical and auxiliary power, and then target lock UU this time around. And on the bright side, they did go back to the old HeroClick model of this. It's a multi-piece. You can see a actual seam right there where they connect. The nice thing about the multi-piece model is it has quite a bit more detail on it than the single one. And most importantly, the control tower here up on the bridge is actually on correctly. The downside is you get things like this seam here on the back, which is a little crooked. And then there's another seam there where the neck meets the rest of the hull. That one's not too bad. A little bit different color scheme on these. Still pretty much all the same details, just painted differently. The more basic gray. Do like this model much better. The gold was nice for Kronos 1, but none of the other ships it really felt right for. So there we have our base for the B'Moth. Got your 90-degree front arc and a 90-degree rear arc. Same goes for the generic. Always love to see those rear arcs. Nice pack for the Klingons. Have a couple interesting things in here. The tech upgrade, I can definitely see uses for that to repair ships. The generic version is great for swarms. The named version of the ship can be used for continually pulling red maneuvers, getting yourself into positions that your opponent's not expecting you to be in. A nice addition to the Klingon fleet as far as low-cost beaters basically go. The 22-point generic just begging to be running multiples alongside the generic of Kronos 1. So, nice pairing there. Nothing spectacular for as far as Klingons go. They've already got a lot of really good cards, but definitely nice to have one of these around if you're a Klingon player. If you're not really a Klingon player, there isn't a lot here to offer that you don't already have access to, so maybe worth skipping this one. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video.